What's up, beautiful people? Woo! Haha! Yeah. Oh man, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful Thursday. Dreary and a little wet still in the Birmingham, Alabama area. We've had so much rain. An arc would have been real clutch right about now. But anyway, listen. This is not a dub of the day, but I wanted to do a video specifically for my YouTube. First of all, thank you. About a week and a half ago, YouTube family, I had 44 subscribers. And I just started talking about, hey, let's post it a week ago. Let's get me there, get me up. I think I'm right at 85 as of this rising. But listen, I need more. So tell somebody about me, share my video, share my page, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff that helps. I think there's 1,000 subscriber threshold to be able to go live from your mobile. And there are times when I want to go live, I want to go live when I'm out and about because inspiration hits me, such as right now. So I put my do not disturb on my phone and I said, let me do a video because I'm running some errands this rising, and I sit here in the Target parking lot, and you know, it's a Super Target. And as I'm driving up, all I see is Super Target with the Target emblem, right? And so I have a question for you. First of all, did I say this already? Good day, grand rising to the kings and queens and all those in between. I don't know if I greeted you. Anyway, how you doing? Listen, I have a question for you. Do you know your target? Do you know your target? Excuse me as I drink a little water. Do you know your target? Because if you don't know your target, how can you know what you're aiming at? How can you know what you're aiming for? Know your target. Right? Is that not like step number one? In this strategy, in this game of life, we need to know our target. And I was one. Maybe you were the same way, or you are the same way I have been. I think one of the biggest reasons, this is my second go round at this entrepreneurship thing. 2010 to 2012, I was a co-manager and co-owner of two different fitness franchises. Or two different locations of a fitness franchise. And I think the biggest thing for me, I tell people, I could easily find things, people, places, whatever to blame as to why that was not a success. But I won't. I'll take the blame and say that I simply was not ready. I wasn't ready in terms of, in my mind, in the maturity level for business. I didn't have. So it took me 7.5 years before I decided, okay, I know I was born and built to be a leader, to be an entrepreneur, to actually do this thing. And it's not one of those things where I don't want to work for anybody because I don't like authority. No, because let me tell you something. When you're an entrepreneur, for all of you who don't know, and for those of you who are, you know what I'm about to say is true. You have an authority. And it's almost like the first time you went to college. Or when you get anything new, you have to have discipline. Discipline is that authority. So now, back to it. I was always one of those people who I would hear these things about writing things down and setting your goals. And I was always one when people say, do you know what you want to do? Where do you see yourself in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years? And I would be like, man, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to see myself tomorrow, much less 5 years. So maybe you were that type of person. I have learned that it matters because it's part of that manifestation process and keeping your eyes on the target, right? So I've learned that writing some things down, you can actually see what you're thinking. As long as it's a thought in your mind and you're not speaking it and you haven't wrote, is that the past tense? Wrote, and you haven't written anything down, then you're always just thinking. When you write some things down, I tell people this. When you write some things down, a lot of times you'll look and say, wait, that doesn't make sense. But also the things that is really in range and the things that you really want, you're going to start to see it more and more. You're going to say, wow, this is what I'm going for. You're going to see it and it gets ingrained. So when I say the universe will align to give you what you want, will, and work for, that's part of that willing process. You see it so much that now you're willing it into your life. You're willing that thing. It's in your subconscious, but now you have to do one more step. You got to bring that from your subconscious and make it real. And that's the working for. So what you want, will, and work for in that order. Write it down. That is part of you adjusting and seeing your target. You got to. So any people who shoot, whether it's an arrow, a gun, anything like that, any people who, if you've thrown an axe, any kind of thing like that where it takes precision, shooting pool, anything where it takes a target, basketball, football, anything in life, when you drive, sometimes what do you have to do when you're off? You have to adjust your sights. You have to adjust your sight or sights. That's, you can't do that without knowing your target first, right? So I encourage you today to do what I've been saying a lot here lately, is write down your target, write down your goals, write down where you want to be next month, next week, tomorrow. What do you want to accomplish? Write down where you want to be in 5 years. Because here's the thing, when you write down what you want to be and you say, this is where I'm going, now you start manifesting it. Again, it's that difference between faking it till you make it and manifesting till you make it. When you fake it till you make it, you're out there on a limb. And most times you're not fooling anyone but yourself. But when you manifest till you make it, it's something that's actually resonating with you inside and you know it's coming. So now it's just a matter of you doing the work to make it happen, to make it come into fruition. So write some things down, write down your goals, write down and see your target. So now you know what direction you should go in. So that was my question for you today. Look, leave a comment if I said anything that stood out to you. If you want to add something, I welcome addition to what I've said. Thank you so much. Again, like, share, subscribe, comment, subscribe first, subscribe. Get me over 100. Can you get me over 100 before this week is out? It is Thursday. Can we make it happen? Let's go, people. Let's go, people. All my beautiful people out there, subscribe. So, in all my videos, here we go. Here's my closing. First of all, let me explain Murphy's Law. I wrote a blog about it. Go check it out at pnzforlife.com. P as in Prince, A-N-D, Z as in Zola, FORLIFE.com. I wrote a blog about it. Go look for Murphy's Law. I wrote a blog about it. It was my 8th grade homeroom teacher, and she gave us Murphy's Law. And it stuck to me. It stuck with me all these years. And really here in the last 2 years where it came to me and I was like, wow. First of all, I remember that because I wasn't reciting it or anything, but it came to me and it's been so strong and I love it. So here we go, Murphy's Law. You are somebody. Today you are great. Tomorrow you'll be greater because Ms. Murphy said so, and I concur. Also know that the universe will align to give you what you want, will, and work for in that order. Let your power give you a passion that will pin you to your purpose, and once you plan properly, experience prosperity spiritually, mentally, socially, physically, and financially. Also know that you can do all of this. You can achieve, you can reach your target. You can set your goals. You can adjust your sights because you are the 5 C's. And that's my approach to coaching, to speaking, to living, to hosting, whatever I do. You are the 5 C's. You're capable, competent, confident, conscious, and courageous to do any and everything that you seek to do in this life and the next. You got it, people. So let's get up, get out, get something. You got this. As always, know that God loves you, so do I. And I want you to love life, live love, peace, together, not apart. Y'all take care.